Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle, and we're having coffee. I've got my beautiful floral mug. I'm keep bringing in the last of the flowers for the fall. Love all the bouquets, but I think these are particularly sweet because they're coming to an end and I value them more maybe. I don't know. I love all the flowers, so at any rate, I hope you're doing something to pamper yourself, to heal yourself, to keep yourself in some semblance of balance as we journey through this massive energy coming in. Good morning, Michelle. It is the autumn equinox today. Again, the balance of light and dark coming in and shifting energies again. Yay! What we want is more energy coming in and shifting. Do your best to find your balance and not fall into some of the ego lies that we hear in all of this. It looks as though maybe I'm breaking up. I think what I'm going to do is get rid of, great morning to you too, Susan, this filter, because I think it's not serving me this morning. I love it, but we need to be able to hear easily. So happy fall. The Flower of Life card, very spring looking card for this fall day, is knowing. I drew a card for myself earlier just to give me a little guidance. I have been dealing with a lot of inner stuff and a lot of negative energy. So the card said, know your power. And, I think many of us do this when we have difficult times within us. We start doubting what we have been given, what we are here to give. And so I just sat with that. Good morning, Tammy Ann and Deb and Zella. It's wonderful. And Sandy, good morning. It's nice to see you all. So the Flower of Life card is knowing. Within you reside great treasures, vast reserves of strength, courage, wisdom, compassion, and love. And remember, all of these things are present. That does not mean we are perfect. Does not mean we will not stumble and fall and still do things not in maybe the easiest, rightest way. Give yourself some grace. Open your heart and acknowledge your treasures that live within, for this calls forth infinite treasures from out there. You have so much worth. Listen to the whispers from your heart, for maybe it's time to create the life your soul has been nudging you toward. Become aware and sense your body. Connect deeply with your breathing. Imagine you become your breath as it moves into its own natural rhythm. Allow thoughts to float by in your mind. There is no need to connect to them. Just feel all being as it is. Open your heart and feel into the very being of you. Move through your day and night in the presence of your knowing. So, day and night, easy times, not so easy times. For many of us right now, I'd say a good portion of us, these are not easy times. They are very polarized times. A while ago, I came to the understanding that a year ago, we were all up in arms and divided about the election. This year, we're all up in arms and divided about the COVID and what we are told is the thing we have to do now. So it is still a time of division. That is what the government wants. That is what the media wants. That is what the darkness wants. And so do your best to stay out of division. Again, it's not always easy. We are human here. We have feelings and we have understandings that other people do not have. Ask your guides, companions, and angels to come in and help you temper divisiveness within yourself that will come out of your mouth. For some, it's a little too late, and now repair is happening or not happening. The other person has as much say in what is done as do you. All you can do is offer your forgiveness, your love, and your ease in the process. Again, it's all about you. You can't do any work for anyone else. You can only do the work inside yourself. So you are responsible for you. Nobody makes you do anything. Things can be provoked from within you, but nobody makes you take that action. Own your responsibility and also own that you are the only one you can actually work on, actually affect and change. The Breath of Life Breath Map card today says, because breath originates at a place beyond time, breath undoes time's tyranny. As more and more time leaves our world, the power in our breath relaxes and watches it go. Breathing up, hear the words, nothing unreal. Breathing out, hear the word exists. Nothing unreal exists. That is, a card about imagination, and some of us have very good imaginations. Unfortunately, they're not always a positive force in our life. We can imagine all kinds of things that aren't happening, especially when it comes to past and future. Neither one of those exist anymore. They are illusions. Do your best. Ask Archangel Michael to help you cut those cords so that your energy is inward for healing and sharing love in the world. As if we spend our energy in worrying about the future, and that's a hard thing to do right now. We are in a place of great tumult and chaos, division, anger, angst, fear, worry, pain, and worrying about where we are going in all of this is just, it is energy lost because we are not able to deal with that in today. What we can deal with today is where we are at in this moment. The past we can't change. This moment is the moment where we can affect what happened or maybe what we did in the past, but we can't change it. So going there, being in angst and worrying and spinning about it is not in your highest and best good or your most productive way to use the energy you have for today. So understand that you have great knowing. Start to begin and learn how to trust that knowing and choose to move forward, even if it is one teeny step at a time. Good morning, Jeannie. The next card is romance angels are helping you. That, certainly has to do with our romantic relationships, but that is not all. It has to do with the relationships with anyone that we love. And, it would be nice to say we love everyone, but this is more specific to those in your circle that you have a loving relationship. Call on the angels to help heal maybe what you've done to cause division or pain, and then let it go. Again, you visiting it over and over does not help, and it only causes you more strife and inner division. It is time to open that door to personal healing and happiness. Personal is the key. You can choose to move forward in a happy place and allow the pain, the angst, the division that is taking place in your circle, in your life, to be soothed by the angels. And for me, I have asked that ego that is screaming right now in the world and within one another be quieted. That the part of the ego that is not serving my interpersonal relationships be shut down in its voice, because it is easy to confuse that with our truth. The ego can be a very destructive force, and it is time to take it in hand and maybe wrap it up, shut it down a bit, take charge over it. So, this is the Akashic Library, but it came up in reverse. The Akashic Library is the record of everything in our soul's history. You know, the spirit is what we live with in this life. Our soul is what goes on and comes back again. That is the higher self, the all of who we are, not just this one earthly aspect. The Akashic Library in reverse. You know, I don't really get a sense of what that is. Let's find out what the guidance is from the book on these cards. These are my new Akashic record card, and I'm not real familiar with them. So this card reverse says, with this card reverse, the stairway leads farther and farther downward. Although you may feel you're in a state of confusion, it is time to go deeper. The books of your Akashic knowledge may have been toppled, but they are always in reach. You may have stepped away from the psychic guidance from your inner sage. And you know, this is so appropriate because the previous cards are basically saying, you know, you've got to start trusting yourself. You've got to really go inward here. You cannot do for anyone else what they need to do for themselves. This is all about you and tending to you, healing you, stepping into your power and knowing and understanding. That is your higher self, your God self. That is where the pearls come so that you are in less reaction and can take more action within your power. Seek now, or perhaps there has been a disruption in your life, or maybe just a distraction. In either event, it's time to cast a renewed light on your past and on your inner discovery. Seek now to tap into the power within and through the records. Start today by writing a declaration of release from the things that have been muddling your clarity. Close your eyes and see them all disperse. With just a little effort, the book of your own Akashic record, which seems to have landed face down, can be righted and written upon by you. Special note, when you receive this card, whether upright or reverse, it indicates that a book will bring a message to you. Today, open any book that compels you to do so. Let it fall to any page. Read a page there and reflect on the words throughout your day. Determine which relationship or situation in your life it addresses, and don't assume that it's the one that's the most urgently on your mind. The Akashic forces are active in every part of your life, and your books are actually a part of the Akashic Library. So the Akashic force behind this reversed card is, as you close your eyes, envision yourself stepping into the most beautiful and serene of all ancient libraries. Imagine yourself taking a book from a shelf and opening it to a page. Notice the first word that comes to you. What does it tell you? How does it feel? Remember to visit this mystical library often and tap into the expansive wisdom that is yours. Tap into the expansive wisdom that is yours. Okay, so go in for your inner guidance and ask for the wisdom you want. The Architect, the One of Keys in reverse. You know, this is the You Are Creating Your Life card. And this is, again, owning that we are not as much in touch with our God self, the divine guidance, our guides, our inner knowing, as we can be and as we want to be. Because in this time of division and upheaval and chaos, we want to keep tuned in to our inner guidance. Good morning, Nicola. And our understanding of what we need to do. Again, we can only take charge of us. We cannot affect how someone else chooses to view us or react to us. We can make amends as possible, but it is up to them to receive them. Then it is time to let them go and cut the cords to all the angst and worry that has been created within that relationship. The next card that is coming up is 7th Chakra, Archangel Uriel. That is our crown chakra. This came up in reverse. This is being hammered home. We are not tapping into our God self. We are not tapping into the divine guidance that we have available to us because we're very much here in the fray, in our worldly self. We really want to get quiet and just, we don't have to, people say over and over, and I get it because this is how I felt for a long time as well. I'm not any good at meditating. I don't know how to do that. it is just a getting quiet and inviting them in, and then letting thoughts that come just pass through, and just getting quiet again. Put on some beautiful music that you love, and envision love surrounding you, or love surrounding the world, love surrounding whatever is causing you angst. And know that that is a very powerful way to just get quiet and allow your divinity to come in and start helping you more greatly on this path. And 15 is appreciation in reverse. And in retrospect, or looking back at all the cards we have gained, the appreciation is lacking for you, for your ability, and for what you can do within yourself. That is not understanding your knowingness, not owning that you are a divine being in this human experience. What these chaotic, divisive forces want is for us to be in our human, in reaction. When we give that up, cut cords to it, give ourselves time to commune with our inner guidance, our angels, guides, companions, the Creator, then we can really open up to the truth of who we are, begin to share more high vibrational energy, and begin to really affect the world from that place of love. That is why we are here right now, to really step into the unity that love brings. What the dark forces want is disunity and division. That's what the media wants. That's why it's just nothing but scare, fear. What people are doing to you that have nothing to do with you. How you need to blame other people for everything that is going on in your life. How it's interesting that we are not to be taking personal responsibility for anything, only blaming someone else. And the government wants the control, just that darkness, control. Not just the U.S. government. This is worldwide. We are in this. That's what this pandemic was about. I mean, on a very physical level is one thing, what you can believe about why it was released and what it was meant to produce. On a very etheric, heavenly guidance level, it is about the shaking up of us, getting us to see what is really going on in the world and allowing those things to be revealed. Us holding love and not engaging in the fray of all of it is where our power lies. Are we perfect in that? Absolutely not. And the quest for perfection is one that will cause you great angst. Trust me, I know. We are never going to be perfect. But the more we stay in, good morning, Johanna, the more we stay in our God self, the more we tap into the guide power that we've got, they will come in and start giving us nudges and taps, sometimes holding their hands over our mouths when our human self wants to say something that is not going to produce unity. Know that sometimes it is best to just be quiet and not communicate anything that's going on in your head. That is a very powerful thing to do. And it is also a time when you can heal some of what's happened within your heart. So know that, absence does make the heart grow fonder. Sometimes you need to pull away from the people and situations that are causing you such inner angst and pain. So a very beautiful, empowering message for this equinox. Tomorrow I am teaching the class of knowing more about your spiritual energetic energy, and it is full. That is telling me that people are wanting to approach life from a different path. We are the ones who can help them do that by shining our lights brighter. The worldly chaos fray, junk that is going on dims our lights. So step into your knowing, allow yourself to heal yourself, to soothe yourself, do what you need to do, pull back from people that are causing you pain, angst, and disharmony within you, that are prompting you to lash out, to be in reaction, to not be in your perfect divine self. And you're welcome, Sue. Good morning as well to you. And no, good morning, Charms. know that we are human, we are going to fail, and we have to forgive us. We can ask for forgiveness. Whether or not they do is not our business. Our business is to attend to our own spiritual, energetic self in all of this. So a beautiful fall equinox message. I am sending you all so much love and healing energy to surround you and help you through this time of great angst and disempowerment that is seeking to keep us divided. The less we engage in that, the more we are shining our light in the world. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for sharing the video with people you think it can help. I am thinking about moving to Instagram. I don't know, I keep looking at it going, okay, this just confounds me. But when I do that, I will let you know. Facebook is becoming more and more difficult to work with, I have noticed. And so I am looking at some other platforms as well, like Telegram and I don't know, there's maybe, I don't know what it is. There's a bunch of them. So please do keep in touch. Reach out if you need some encouragement. Let the community here provide you with that. Please visit my Wisdom Guided Oracle Facebook page, follow that, and I am going to do my best to get out of myself and start posting more uplifting stuff. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your Wisdom Guided Oracle. Until we meet again. Thank you, Nicola.